Hello there, let's just explain simply two types of diet, the ketogenic diet and the carnivore diet. One of these diets means you're taking pretty much almost zero carbs into your system. The other diet, you're taking on a various amount of carbs, a small amount of carbs, depending on your body type. This might be 25 grams of carbs or 100 grams of carbs. Maybe it allows you to eat 2 small pieces of fruit a day. Let me try and explain in simple terms. So the body needs to burn something in order to function. The first system that the body uses to burn is the carbohydrate system. So if you're putting carbs into your body, that's what's going to burn. Now, some people have got a quick metabolism and will burn all those carbs that they're putting into the body. Other people haven't got a quick metabolism, and the excess of those carbs will eventually turn to sugar, and that will be stored on the body as excess fat. Okay, not something that you want to do, not something that's recommended for health terms. One way to try and get rid of that fat, and many say it's the only way and it's the best way to do it, is to take away carbs from your diet. How do you do that? So you just stop eating carbs, and then your system will work at burning fat. That is the secondary system that the human body will pull from. So if you're working off your carbohydrate system, that's the system what we're cooking first. If you're continuing to take carbohydrates into your body, you'll never tap into burning the fat away, in simple terms. So what you want to do is lower the amount of carbs you're having into your body. If you'd like to take, for example, the carnivore diet, where you're just eating, say, meat and eggs. Now, meat is a low carbohydrate food. So if you're taking it into your body, you're almost hitting zero carbs. The ketogenic diet, you're going to be taking a low carbohydrate diet in the meats, but you can also take on carbohydrates, a certain amount of carbohydrates, but not much at all. So you're looking at something like a piece of fruit. So an apple, for instance, I believe that has between 20 and 40 grams of carbohydrate in it. So you can take that apple, providing that still puts you into what's called ketosis. Now we go on to that. The liver produces ketones. Now something called ketones is built within the liver. Again, in simple terms, if you want to enter the fat burning phase, you need to go into what's called ketosis. So that means your body needs to cut away carbs and you'll go into that ketosis. Now, at the start with, it's very experimental. So if you're on the ketogenic diet, you want to see how many carbs that you can get away with each day in order to go to that into that ketosis state. So then I think we can all do it visually, and we can see whether we're losing fat or not. We can also see whether we're losing weight. Okay, weight is different than fat, and we can build muscle and we will weigh more, but we can generally see our body shapes. We can look in the mirror in the mornings and we can see whether we are losing fat or not, especially when we have a lot of it. If you have a source to the gym, or you have a more accurate way of testing your fat levels, then you might have to go down that route, and then you will see whether you're losing the fat, because your fat percentage will drop. So it's quite experimental. If you go down the route of the carnivore diet, you're pretty much cutting out all carbs. So you're going to be into ketosis, and you're going to be burning that fat pretty quick, and you'll probably find, for me, 11 days, and I've lost about probably about 3 pounds, and visually I feel pretty good, and visually I can also see the fat kind of disappear from the love handles. That's gone. There is a bit round here to lose, but I'm pretty confident that I can do that. A lot of people will tell you that these types of diets are really exciting and the food is really great. In my opinion, the carnivore diet is really boring. The ketogenic diet is less boring, but still, in my opinion, really boring. All I'm doing it for is to lose fat. Carbohydrates eventually turn into sugar. That will run around in your bloods, and any excess will be stored around the body. It can be stored internally as well as externally. It's not good for the body. If you get rid of that sugar, in basic terms, it's going to clear out your system. Now you can gain things like amino acids from eggs. So if you eat eggs in the morning, that's going to be good for your body. If you eat things like a banana, it's not going to be good for your body. If you eat too many oats, you're going to go glycemic, and that's full of carbohydrates. So you're going to be on the carbohydrate burning system, and all your excess fat around your body will not move. If you are on the low carb diet and you just sit around all day, you're not going to be burning as much as somebody who's active. So therefore, it's a good idea to exercise. When you exercise, so you're walking, if you're doing a particular sport, it's even better. So you're going to burn more fat. Now, I wouldn't personally recommend it for everybody. As I say, if you've got no problem in burning carbohydrates and you view some of the foods of having a healthy source and fruit and veg, if it's from a healthy source, I'd say in my opinion it's good. Other opinions would say none of those types of foods are any good for you because they all contain a certain amount of sugar, which vegetables, fruits can be in fructose form, and that is sugar. So not good for the bloods, not good for the body. Please read other articles, look on YouTube for other reviews, and you will find out there is a science behind these two types of diet. So if you do eat meat, why not give it a try? So what have you got to lose? A bit of fat, like I have, and I'm continuing to lose it? Thank you. And yeah, you're still looking good though.